What is up, world? Well, just got done hitting the gym. A little Sunday morning workout. What a crazy weekend it's been. If any of you have seen my other videos, you know that Sarah and I are doing some stuff around the house. A little home improvement. That was my last video, a work in progress. Well, continue to be a work in progress. Yesterday we found out a water heater had a sensor go out and it was leaking gas, so we smelled that. So that just was like that was the topping on the cake there, and pretty much almost lost my mind because I'm thinking it was one of those situations on what else could go wrong, and it was just, at the time I was pretty stressed. I was pretty pissed off. The work in progress was really, the life lessons were really pulling on me. So we started calling around a couple places on how can we get this part fixed on our water heater. It was going to be like $180 per hour for labor, you know, probably a minimum of 2 hours. The part's $70 and blah, blah, blah. I stopped and thought, I was like, wait a minute, my dad's a plumber. So I called him and asked him if, you know, he knew about this part, how tough it is to put in. He's like, I've done a few in my time. I'll come over and help you put it in. Now, mind you, he lives 2 hours away. So I was like, are you sure? Of course, you know, he's a father. Of course, I'll come over and I'll help you. So in the meantime, Sarah and I run to the store. Get there, the part's only $12. Good news. So that's cool. Get the part. Dad comes over 2 hours later. We start working on this part. Now, as I've said before, I have no idea how to work on things like this around the house. Again, Sarah was just killing it yesterday on the painting and everything. She's a rock star. Just amazing. I've learned even more about her this weekend than I already knew, but just intensified on how much I love her and how hard she works. But anyway, so Dad comes over. We're working on this part, and back up about 20 some years, when I used to go see my dad on the weekends for visitation, he still worked a lot with his own company and doing jobs on the weekend. And sorry, I gotta do a Jeep wave. And so a lot of my time spent with him on the weekends was actually, you know, on work sites, crawl spaces, you know, basements, you know, tearing out tubs, tearing out water heaters, stuff like that. And at the time it sucked, but I also realized that at least I was spending time with my dad. So I didn't want to complain too much, but you know, 10, 11 years old, it kind of sucks that you're doing plumbing jobs just so you can visit with your dad. So now 43 years old, I'm laying on the floor in my basement. Dad's on his back trying to fix this part because with anything, it's not easy to do. So we're putting this part in, and about halfway through, you know, I started kind of getting a little emotional, as I usually do in situations like this, but I didn't let my dad see it. But it just reminded me that in all the chaos of everything Sarah and I are doing, cleaning, you know, fixing up the kitchen, now we got a gas leak, and I was totally ticked off, and I was ready just to pull my hair out and just say, you know, screw it, you know, we're going to hire someone to do all this home improvement. Here I am laying on the basement floor next to my water heater with my dad, and it took me back to when I was a kid and how we used to do this as a, you know, as a father and son. We used to work on jobs together like this, and it just took me to, man, all the chaos of everything that was going wrong, our work in progress at home, the memories that he built when I was a kid that he didn't even know that he built, had such an impact on me because those were times we spent together. I only saw my dad about 4 times in a month because it was every other weekend, that was it. But it's those times that we spent in the crawl space, it's those times we spent working on stuff that were our memories. And here I am, 43 years old. I felt like a kid again. And my message today is, no matter what you do as a parent, you might not realize it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Build those memories with your kids. You know, there was a time that Dad and I used to love to play catch, and he knew that. And at age 35, I go up to his house for an Easter weekend, and he pulls ball gloves out, and we go out back and throw. That was the most emotional time of playing catch with my dad I ever had. But what my point is today is build memories, whether with your wife, your husband, your friends, definitely your kids. Build memories. I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're just sitting down having coffee and talking. I don't care if they're laying on the floor working on plumbing with your kid. They're going to hate it at the time, but keep in the back of your mind, you're building memories with those kids. And as they get older, they're going to realize those memories were the best. Nothing can take that from you. Memories, you don't need money to do memories. All you need is time. Time and love. Build memories. Because when they get older and they're 43 years old and they're laying on the floor working on a water heater with you, they're going to be thankful that you had memories. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having time to stop and look at my videos. Inspired 365. We're going to blow this thing up. Hopefully get some podcasts going here soon. And don't forget, if you're not inspired, maybe you're the one that needs to be inspiring. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Be safe. God bless America. Inspired 365. Here we go.